And we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Love. This one is caught by Reed. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And we will not see a return on this one. Be marked down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Whoa! And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Brown. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
Now he'll run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. Here's Kurtz. It is brought in the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Love completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Love. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
On 2nd down, Love. That complete to Jacobs.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
perfectly timed blitz there by the linebacker. Remember, when you go empty backfield, there's no extra protection. All you have is the 5 offensive linemen. It could be feast or famine, but in this case, when you time it right, man, there is no back there to help protect the quarterback, and he comes away with the sack.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. To the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
He runs with it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Now Hurts on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss. And it brings up 4th down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and go. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will get out in front 17-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Threw up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
We'll go play action with Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Now Love. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Second down and 3. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come off. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. McManus's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
17 yards, the gain there. Good for an Eagles first down. Now it's Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll lead to a second down. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Love to throw it on first down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. A second down throw for Love. A quick slant, roped in by Watson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's second and 6. Here's Barkley, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Here's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Hurts now. He's going to run it.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick six for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for six.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Love to throw on 1st and 10. This is taken in by Dobbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. A good play action with Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Ready, set. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Love. This one up top for Dobbs. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, if there's one thing we can say about this quarterback, Mike, is he has certainly been entertaining. I mean, there's been a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and it's kind of come all over the place. But as many nice throws as he's made, he's got to cut down on some of the interceptions.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Gregos, for our entire team. I'm Mike Torino. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
God, I can't believe what I'm watching.
Put me in the game.
You are looking at the ball.
Me and the homies can trade your outfits.
They even paying attention?
That was terrible. Awful.
garbage.